West 11 Sports Media presents Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network. Welcome to today's play-by-play broadcast. Littlefield Wildcats baseball is brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD, Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms, and Triple T Irrigation, Fibermax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet, GMC. We will go live and direct to the ballpark for today's play-by-play action, right after a word from our sponsors. Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, and we're broadcasting live tonight from Slaton, Texas, where the Littlefield Wildcats are getting set to play the Slaton Tigers in district baseball action. This game was scheduled to be in Littlefield tonight at 7 o'clock. But I believe we're replacing the lights. The lights have already been replaced at the football stadium, and I believe they're doing the lights at the baseball field. But this game, I think they talked about maybe playing it earlier in the day at Littlefield, but Coach Hartley decided, along with the Slaton coaches, let's just switch. So this game on the schedule will be played here in Slaton. The game later in the season, when the Wildcats were scheduled to come here, that'll be played in Littlefield, and that game will be on the 17th of April. It's a Thursday. That's Easter week, so that's the Thursday before Good Friday. That game was on the schedule to be here in Slaton. That'll be in Littlefield, so they just switched the dates there on home and away. Joined by Gabe Montalvo today. You ready for some baseball?
Always ready for baseball.
Yeah, it's, of course, that time of year. Weather's beautiful. We've been fortunate. If you're watching on YouTube right now, you can tell that we're sitting behind home plate. We don't have a good camera view for you because of the backstop here in Slaton. There's just nowhere for us to put a camera to get you a good view. So you're going to be looking at the net most of the time, and we apologize for that. But every out-of-town game, we've been to Idalou. We've been to I was in Friona last Saturday, and then between those two games, we were at Roosevelt, and we've had great weather all three out-of-town games. So not always, at home we get to sit inside the press box, but on the road we get to sit outside. So
get spoiled when we're at home.
Yeah, you're gonna get a little spoiled at the Wildcats baseball field compared to places like this.
There we go.
But the Littlefield Wildcats come in on a 3-game winning streak. Littlefield, of course, beat Friona on the road on Saturday. 10-1 was the final score there. We had to play all 7 innings, but the Wildcats do pull it out 10-1. We defeated Roosevelt 14-zip in 5 innings before that, and then Muleshoe 13-4 before that. Wildcats dropped the district opener to Idalou 8-7 and had a comfortable 7-2 lead in that game, and then it just slipped away from us there in the late innings. But the Wildcats come in with a record of 3 wins and no losses. 3 wins and 1 loss in district play. And, of course, you play everybody twice. That gives us 14 district games. And you're going to help us out, Gabe, right, for the rest of the way?
Absolutely. I'll be, especially in that Lubbock area since we switched districts. So it'll be a lot easier for me to drive out of college and go to the games.
Yeah, and that's the thing, man, is that district we were in for the last 2 or 3 realignments with Lamesa, Denver City, Brownfield. I think Muleshoe was in it.
Yep.
But that district, for me, I'm like press box spoiled. We always had a good spot to sit when we go to those places. But the drives kind of sucked, right?
Yeah, no,
so
absolutely.
now it's like Littlefield's really kind of geographically in the middle of the district because we have Friona, Dimmitt, and Muleshoe to the north and west of us.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then the 4 schools out here in the Lubbock area, Roosevelt, Slaton, Idalou, and Shallowater.
And the furthest drive out of those was what, Friona?
Friona is the furthest.
And we already got it out the way.
Yeah, so the Wildcats, a lot less travel this year, but so far sitting in a good spot in district play, and hopefully we'll get our 4th win in a row today against the Slaton Tigers. We've got a beautiful night getting, the sun is starting to set here. We've got shadow over the home plate. Everything else is still in the sun, but here in a little while we'll have a beautiful evening for baseball here on a Tuesday night. Let's take a quick break. The coaches are meeting at home plate. We'll hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll take a look at the lineups for both teams right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Slaton, Texas. I'm Cody West along with Gabe Montalvo here in Tigerland as the Wildcats will be the visiting team dressed in their gray jerseys with white pants, maroon and white trim and numbers, Littlefield across the chest. Slaton dressed in their white jerseys, white pants, black and red, trim and numbers with Slaton across the chest. Let's look at the lineup for the Wildcats. Batting first and playing center field is number 2, Major McNeese. Batting second and playing first base is number 30, Adam McDonald. Batting third for the Wildcats is the second baseman wearing number 18, Braden Redmond. Cleanup hitter is the shortstop wearing number 28, Chip Green. Batting fifth is the third baseman wearing number 26, Gabe Mata. Batting sixth in the order is the pitcher who wears number 12, Ian Mendez. Mendez getting the start on the mound today. Batting seventh is the right fielder, number 10, Jacob Kirkland. Batting eighth is the catcher wearing number 8, Jaden Kirkland. And rounding out the batting order is the left fielder wearing number 6. And that's Gabe Villanueva. Also on the roster for the Wildcats, number 22, Dawson Atkins. Number 20, Anastasio Ayala. Number 32, CJ Weaver. And number 16, Blayton Solis. And we're sitting right next to the speakers.
Right next to him.
On first base, number 8, Tabor Vergara.
I don't know how this is going to go tonight, but hopefully you can hear us.
Jacob Luna.
If not, you're going to hear the
On second
the
base,
lady
number 12,
above us is just really
Alberto
loud.
And on third base,
Littlefield
number
Wildcats
7,
have been
Grant
introduced,
Shepard.
as you probably
Your
heard.
catcher tonight is number 16, Aiden Kelly.
As we get
And
ready for
designated hitter
the
for
national
him
anthem
is
here in
number
Slaton,
11,
we'll take
Kellen
another
Diaz.
break, and we'll be
And the
back
rest
with
of
the
your
opening
Slaton
pitch
Tigers,
right
coached
after
by
this.
Chancellor.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West along with Gabe Montalvo, where the Wildcats, as the visiting team, will be batting in the top half of every inning, and they'll be facing Jeremy Floyd, a right-hander, gets the start for the Slaton Tigers. Slaton High School has the loudest baseball facility in the district, I'll tell you that. I haven't been to the rest of them so far this year, but
This might take the cake, honestly.
I was telling you before we came on, I'm sure YouTube is going to flag us for music infringement. Well, the Wildcats are getting ready, and hopefully we're able to jump out early on them. I know that's one thing Coach Hartley likes to do. Major, the leadoff batter, does a great job getting on base. We have no problem playing small ball, bunting guys around. One thing about this year's team is we hustle when we get on the bases, and it would be nice to jump out early on these guys, kind of put them away quick. And
have you talked about the Slaton Tiger record yet in district?
The Tigers have yet to win a game, I believe, at least according to Max Preps. Littlefield's played 4. They are only showing 3.
They might have had a bye week.
They might have had. I did notice that Friona didn't have any games on Max Prep, so I don't know if Slaton has played Friona yet. But in any case, they've struggled. And Muleshoe, a team that Littlefield run-ruled, defeated Slaton handily. Of course, you know, you get into district and you look at records, but it's hard to tell because you don't know who's pitching, you don't know weather conditions, you don't know. I mean,
they got the sprinklers on in the outfield right now.
Yeah, sprinklers just came on in center field.
Yep. Oh, there they go. Turn them off.
And again, we apologize for the view on YouTube. If you're watching, you're probably going to have a hard time seeing anything past the first to third base.
About halfway past the pitchers.
Yeah, this is about as good as it gets here as Major McNeese comes to the plate for the Wildcats. Here's Floyd with a windup in the first pitch of the game. It's low and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to McNeese. He'll be followed by Adam McDonald and Braden Redmond in the batting order. Floyd out of the windup, delivers the next pitch. That'll be popped up in the infield, coming down near the third baseline. And the pitcher makes the catch for out number 1 on the pop-up.
Just got under it. Barely under it. I think he knows it.
That'll be out number 1.
Adam McDonald.
McDonald comes to the plate now for the Wildcats with 1 away and nobody on, top of the first. 0-0. Don't have a scoreboard graphic for you on YouTube, but we'll try to give you the score as much as we can. Jeremy Floyd out of the windup. First pitch to McDonald is high for ball 1. Aiden Kelly is the catcher behind the plate for the Tigers. There's the windup and the 1-0 delivery. That's going to come in for a called strike, and now the count goes 1-1 to McDonald. Littlefield in gray jerseys and white pants. So windup, 1-1 pitch comes in for a called strike 2. And now McDonald down in the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes.
This is where Harley makes the team thrive off of, is that their Larry approach is what we called it last year.
There's the windup and the 1-2. Swing and a fly ball to shallow left. Shortstop gets under it. Riley Martinez makes the catch, and that'll be out number 2. A short fly ball to left field. 2 away, nobody on for the Wildcats, and here comes Braden Redmond. Redmond, the second baseman today, steps into the box. Third baseman, shortstop, and the left fielder looking directly into the sun. First pitch here to Redmond, a little high, maybe outside. Ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on for Littlefield. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 1, and the count evens at 1-1. Coach Jet Hartley down the third baseline. Coach Blake Green over in the first base box. 1-1. A little low and away. Ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike. As Braden steps back in. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Chip Green would be the next batter. 2-1. Catches the outside corner for a called strike 2, and now it's 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs, nobody on. He's going to swing at this one, hit it high down the left field line. Shallow. It will be caught by the left fielder. And the Littlefield Wildcats go down in order in the top of the first inning. We're headed to the bottom of 1 with your score 0-0. We'll be right back.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here in Slaton, Texas, where the Wildcats are tied 0-0 with the Tigers going into the bottom of inning number 1. It'll be Ian Mendez on the mound for the Wildcats. Mendez gets the start. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. We have Adam McDonald on first, Braden Redmond at second, Chip Green at shortstop, and Gabe Mata at third. Wildcats have Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center field, and Jacob Kirkland out in right. So here's Riley Martinez, the first batter of the game for the Tigers, 0-0. Mendez, the right-hander, delivers the first pitch, and it's going to be hit out into left field, into the gap, and it'll drop in for a base hit. Martinez rounding first, headed to second, and that'll be a stand-up double to start things off for the Slaton Tigers.
Number 9, Jacob Lopez.
Runner on second base now with no outs. Jacob Lopez comes to the plate now. Lopez comes up, no outs, runner on second base, 0-0. Mendez checks that runner at second. Martinez looked fast going around first.
Oh, yeah, he got there fast.
That pitch is low for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0.
That's one thing Slaton always has, regardless of what sport it is, it's speed.
Yep. And that's always been the case. 1-0 pitch. Comes in for a call. Strike 1.
Right there on that outside corner. The perfect spot you want to live on if you're a pitcher.
Yep. 1-1. Mendez delivers the next pitch. That's going to be hit foul down the left field line. That'll be a long strike, 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We have 390 feet to an elevated wall in dead center field, 324 down the left field line, 290 to a short right field foul pole.
If you see one go over that center field wall.
Yeah, they got a hold of it.
Goodness.
Here's the 1-2. High, kind of got away from him. It'll be ball 2. Now 2-2. The count, 2 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. 0-0 our score. Bottom of the first. Mendez with a 2-2. Swing and a tip into the catcher's glove for strike 3. That'll be 1 away. The first strikeout of the game for Mendez.
Number 11.
Got him chasing. Looked like a high, very high ball. It would have been a ball, but Mendez has got the better of him.
Kenan Diaz coming to the plate now. Kenan Diaz, left-handed batter, steps in. Number 3 batter in the order for the Tigers. Here's Ian Mendez for the Wildcats. First pitch to Diaz. Just misses high. Great movement on that pitch. Just couldn't get it to drop.
It's a great pitch.
It's going to be 1-0 now. 1 ball, no strikes. Mendez will step off the back of the rubber to keep that runner there at second base. Riley Martinez, the base runner at second. 1 away with a runner on second for the Tigers. Pitch. Just misses. Was that high or inside?
I want to say it was it
Maybe a little high.
Might have been a little inside. That's what it looked like to me.
It's now 2 balls, no strikes. I mean, we're right here behind the umpire.
I know. I'm a secondary umpire.
They're still hard to call, some of them. That's low, gets past the catcher, runner goes to third. So with 3 balls and no strikes.
Got 1 out.
Riley Martinez, the base runner at third for the Tigers. 0-0 is our score. Bottom of the first. There's the pitch. High and outside, gets past the catcher, and that'll be ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk. Diaz goes to first, and that'll put runners on the corners.
Jeremy Floyd.
Runners at first and third for the Slaton Tigers. And Jeremy Floyd comes to the plate now. Floyd is the pitcher in today's game, also the cleanup hitter for the Slaton Tigers, batting 4th in the order. Floyd, right-handed batter, steps into the box. Mendez, first pitch. It's going to be fouled off over the backstop and out of play. So if a foul ball goes straight up and comes straight down on top of us, it's your job to make the play.
Okay. Let's hope that if that happens, that's like a 1 in a million shot.
It's pretty narrow between the backstop and the press box.
That thing would have to go straight up.
He's going to take this one and hit it high out into right field. Near the foul line, Jacob Kirkland moves into foul territory, makes the catch. Runner will tag and go. The throw hits the backstop. Nobody had a chance at that one.
Not at all. I think had he thrown it on the line, he would have had him for sure. That throw had the power behind it, but it had a lot of power.
Number 3.
Sacrifice fly for the Slaton Tigers. Scores a run, and that makes it 1-0. Tigers on top. 2 outs with a runner on second. Diaz goes to second. This is Thomas Cardenas. The number 5 batter in the order. Swings at the first pitch for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter. 1-0, Slaton on top. Pitch. Low and away. Ball 1. Count goes 1-1. Mendez gets the call from his catcher, Jaden Kirkland. Delivers the next pitch in there for strike. Now it's 1-2, and Ian is 1 strike away from getting out of the inning. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. There's the pitch. Swing and another pop-up. High, shallow right field. Kirkland settles up under it and makes the catch. And that'll be out number 3. The Slaton Tigers bring 1 across in the first inning, and we played 1 complete. Your score, Littlefield 0, Slaton 1. We'll be right back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engine, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
Welcome back in to Slaton, Texas, as we join play in progress in the top of inning number 2. Chip Green at the plate for the Wildcats. First pitch was low and away for ball 1. Second pitch low and away for ball 2 now. It's 2 balls, no strikes to the Wildcats cleanup hitter, Chip Green. He'll be followed by Gabe Mata and Ian Mendez in the batting order for the Wildcats. Littlefield down 1-0 in the top of the second. Here's the 2-0 pitch to Chip. He's going to hit this one high out into left field. Left fielder going back.
There's sun right there.
Yep, he's in the sun, but he catches it at the warning track. And that'll be out number 1 for the Wildcats on a fly out to deep left field for Chip Green.
Number 26.
Props to that left fielder because there's nothing but sun right there.
Yep, the third baseman, the left fielder, and the shortstop, they're all looking right in the sun. So here comes Gabe Mata, the Wildcats' third baseman. One away, nobody on for Littlefield. That pitch comes in for a called strike 1.
Got the outside corner right there.
Jeremy Floyd still on the mound here for Slaton, starting his second inning of work. 0-1. Swing and a foul ball out of play. And that'll be strike 2 on Gabriel Mata. So the Wildcats now have 1 out, nobody on, 2 strikes on Mata. So he's going to have to protect.
Crowd that plate.
Here's the 0-2. Ooh, a little low. Good eye. Ball 1. Maybe low and away, but that was scary. I would have swung at it.
That's a good spot for a pitcher.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. Next pitch. Swing and a grounder foul over to the visitors' dugout. Littlefield over on the third base side. Slaton in the first base dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2.
Banging it outside right here, watch.
Next pitch. Swing and a fly ball out into left, and it gets down, and that's the first base hit of the night for the Littlefield Wildcats, and it's a 1-out single for Gabe Mata.
There we go. Off to a slow start, but better late than never.
Number 12,
Ian Mendez comes to the plate now for the Wildcats. Runner on first with 1 out. Ian, the senior, steps into the box. Littlefield gave up a run in the bottom of the first inning. And it's 1-0. Here's the first pitch to Mendez. That missed outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Mendez steps back in. 1-0 pitch. Hits the rubber of home plate, gets past the catcher. Going to call that a strike?
Called that a strike.
How could it have been a strike? I think unless it hit the catcher's gear. That's a called strike. Okay. In any case, Mata will take second base.
Well,
on the passed ball.
Got the runner over.
Maybe it hit the catcher's gear. I thought it hit the rubber of home plate.
That's what it sounded like. It might have hit his toe, maybe.
Yeah, it could have.
It did. That hurts. Oof.
Even they have ball 2 on the scoreboard, but umpire gave us a 1-1 signal. That's high. Ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2-1.
Yeah, he got the scoreboard confused. They got 3-0 up there.
Yeah. So it's 2-1 now. 2 balls, 1 strike to Mendez. Base hit would probably score the runner from second. Gabe Mata at the bag at second. Ian Mendez at the plate with Jacob Kirkland on deck.
If he could pull this base or go oppo with this baseball.
That one comes in for a called strike 2, and now it's 2-2.
Look where the right fielder's playing. He's playing right over the bag.
Yep.
Like there is nothing but space over here.
That's right.
Get it down the right field line, you might score both.
Here's Jeremy Floyd with a 2-2 pitch to Ian Mendez. Gets away from him. Runner's going to go as Gabe Mata will take third base on the wild pitch. That'll be ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's a full count to Mendez, and Littlefield has the tying run on third base. Yeah, that outfield is shifted.
Mm-hmm.
There's a huge opening between the right fielder and the right field line. Pitch, low and away, ball 4. And Mendez will go to first.
I mean, yeah, if he could have put an oppo
Yep.
baseball over there, he could have jogged in to home. Like, they're still playing a shift. He's like literally right over the bag.
And I mean, honestly, so far the Littlefield batters that have made contact have been out ahead of it.
Yeah, they've been pulling everything. So it's smart on their end. But if they get caught,
yep,
then
it'll come back and bite you if you're not careful.
Absolutely. I mean, maybe he's fast, but he's not that fast. I don't care who you are. You're not covering that baseline over there.
Here's Jacob Kirkland with runners on the corners. First pitch comes in for a called strike 1. Look for Mendez to take second. We'll test that catcher's arm here early. Oh and 1. Pickoff throw to first. Just in time. That was close.
That was real close. He better be awake over there, Mendez.
Yep. Heck of a pickoff move there for Jeremy Floyd.
Oh, yeah. I don't think Ian was expecting it at all. Thankfully, he got back safe.
0-1 pitch to Kirkland. High. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Runners on the corners for the Wildcats. Littlefield has the tying run on third, the go-ahead run on first here in the top of inning number 2. Pickoff throw once again. This time Mendez gets back in on his feet. He was ready for that one. Back of the plate, 1-1 to Jacob Kirkland. Pitch, swing, and he's going to drive it down the left field line. It's fair. Gabe Mata will score. Mendez is going back to the corner. Mendez is going to score easily from first, and Kirkland just gave the Wildcats the lead on a 2 RBI double.
Bad thing about this Slaton field, too, is that the gap from the foul line to the fence is huge.
Yeah, that's...
And he put it in a perfect spot for it to just roll down to that corner over there.
It hit the dirt in fair territory and then rolled all the way back to the corner. And the Wildcats lead it 2-1 now in the top of inning number 2. And now Jaden Kirkland will come to the plate with a runner on second base and 1 out. Little timeout for the Tigers as their infield huddles up around their pitcher.
They got to regroup after that. I mean, sometimes you have to, but hopefully the Wildcats stay with it. Hopefully we get more of that. You want to change the pitcher early, and then you get real comfortable, call it a night.
Here's Jaden Kirkland, the Wildcats catcher. 1 out, runner on second base. Nothing but Kirkland's out there for the Wildcats. What the heck? Here's the bunt.
He was trying to throw him off.
Yeah, the attempted bunt for Jaden Kirkland goes foul. And the second baseman.
He ran all the way to third.
Yeah, he was running all the way to third to cover the bag there. It's almost like they knew Jaden was going to bunt.
I mean, I feel like most coaches know Littlefield's not scared to small ball whatsoever. Like, there goes again.
Pickoff throw to second. Not in time as Jacob gets back in safely. But I will say this. We are no longer leaving the games up on YouTube. So you can watch the live stream, and then we're taking it down after the game. So the games aren't archived on YouTube. But for reasons such as this. And that was at the request of our coaches. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. Jacob's going to go to third. Gets past the third baseman. Jacob, he's going to get up and come home. And he'll score.
There we go.
Jacob Kirkland steals third and then comes home with a throwing error on the catcher. That was a strike. So now it's going to be 0-2 to the batter Jaden Kirkland with nobody on.
Thankfully for that. I love Kirk to death. But He had a little bit of a trailer on getting the third right there.
The kid doesn't lack hustle.
Hey, no, he gets after it for sure. He gets after it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That last one was in the dirt. Pitch to Jaden. That's high. Ball 2 now. 2-2. Wildcats lead this game 3-1 here in the top of the second. Let's keep it going. 2-2 pitch to Jaden Kirkland. Low, ball 3. So after falling behind 0-2, Jaden Kirkland has battled back to a full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's Floyd with the payoff. And he's going to hit this one high out into left field. Left fielder going back. It's up against the wall. Jaden's rounding first, headed into second base, and he'll be standing up with a double. He left a dent in the metal fence and the left field wall.
Right at the top of the wall.
A stand-up double for Jaden Kirkland.
Number 6.
And now here's G. Villanueva at the plate.
And we'll see a courtesy runner in there for Jaden Kirkland, the catcher.
Blayton Solis will go run for him.
Solis will now be running at second base. Villanueva, left-handed batter, number 9 batter in the order for the Wildcats.
One of 2 left-handed batters, actually.
Yep, they're back-to-back in the order, 9-1. Major McNeese is in the on-deck circle.
If that was in Littlefield, that ball's gone. I mean, it hit right at the top of the fence over there.
Yeah, that was almost out of here. 3-1, Wildcats on top. Runner on second base with 1 out. Here's Villanueva. Pitch high, he's going to lay down a bunt, and it goes foul down the third baseline. I would have taken that one.
If they keep passing this stick, they're going to get in that pitcher's head. And
and you kind of, the way everybody gathered around him earlier when he gave up that big hit kind of made me think that.
He definitely got frustrated.
Yeah.
For sure.
But there may not be a whole lot of confidence there.
And the thing is, too, I mean, I try not to pay a huge attention to the records because, like you said, some games aren't on there possibly, but this might be the only guy they have if I'm looking at that record correct.
Yep. So here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss. That's strike 2 now.
If I see that, I mean, granted, he's up 0-2 now, so you got to be a little more selective, but that second baseman keeps running over. I know Littlefield likes a small ball. Maybe they look at it and put a push bunt over there because that first baseman's not covering it and the bag.
Yep. 0-2 just misses outside. Close call there. Good eye from G, and it's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2. 3-1, Littlefield leads the game, trying to add to it. Base hit could score Solis. He'll hit this one high out into left center field. Left fielder on his horse into the gap. Makes the catch. Solis is going to tag and go.
And he'll be
safe at third. So the sacrifice fly for Gabe Villanueva moves the runner over.
Did a job. Move the runner over. Now you got the top of the lineup here.
Number 2, Major McNeese.
All Major has to do is put it in play, and they'll score a run.
Major, the number 1 batter in the order, starts the second rotation through the order. He's 0 for 1 as he popped it up in the infield on during his first at-bat. I think it was the second pitch of the game. Here's a pitch to McNeese. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. There's a lot of hair out there in the middle infield for the Tigers.
Shoot, I'm saying.
Shortstop and third baseman has some locks. Shortstop and second baseman, rather.
Oh, yeah.
That pitch is low for ball 2. Now 2 balls and no strikes.
One thing you know about Littlefield, though, is they make them get a haircut. They ain't flying in Littlefield.
Nope.
Coach Green sees it. You're getting the clippers and putting them to your head.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs with a runner on third. That's going to be roped to the second baseman, but he makes the catch for out number 3, and that will retire the side as Major McNeese lines out to second base. But Littlefield brings 3 runs across in the top of the second, and we're headed to the bottom of inning number 2 with your score, Littlefield 3, Slaton 1. We'll be right back.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Welcome back in to Slaton, Texas. I'm Cody West along with Gabe Montalvo, where the Wildcats lead this game by a score of 3-1, moving into the bottom of inning number 2. Ian Mendez back out on the mound for the Wildcats. The first pitch of the bottom of the second is inside for ball 1. Tabor Vergara, the right-handed batter at the plate. Mendez threw 16 pitches in the first inning. That one was low for ball 2. It's now 2 balls and no strikes.
Shows the bunt, and then he pulls back, looking to slash it here.
2-2. Pitch high. Ian still looking for the strike zone here on the first batter of the second inning. Vergara steps back in. He's the number 6 batter in the order for the Tigers. We'll see the 6, 7, and 8 batters come up. That pitch high, ball 4. So it's a 4-pitch walk to start things off for Slaton here in the bottom of the second.
Jacob Luna.
And Jacob Luna comes to the plate now. Luna, the number 7 batter in the order, steps in with a runner on first and no outs. Well, the wind has pretty much died down according to the flags in dead center field.
It's a great day for baseball.
Man, it feels good out here.
You really couldn't ask for a better day. Especially on a dirt field.
He's going to show bunt. He'll pull it back as it's in there for a strike 1. 0-1. So in this new district, you mentioned the dirt field. In this new district, are we the only team with turf?
Yeah, I think Littlefield is the only team with turf, a full turf field anyway. Some other teams, I don't know.
That one's in there for a called strike 2.
Like I was saying, some other teams may have turf, but it may just be some parts of the infield.
I know Muleshoe, Dimmitt, Friona, they're all dirt and grass.
Shallow Water's a dirt field.
Yeah. Roosevelt was.
Idalou, I believe.
Idalou's dirt.
Yeah. Littlefield's the only turf field in the district.
Yep. That pitch is low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2.
Now that I'm thinking about it too, last year the only other team with turf was Lamesa.
That's right.
Denver City, of course, they had dirt, but they had a good field.
Bunt back to Mendez. He fields it, throws to first in time for out number 1. It will advance the runner. That puts the runner in scoring position for the Tigers. Alberto Luera comes to the plate now for the Tigers, number 8 batter in the order. Runner on second base with 1 out.
We got some locks long hair.
Mendez checks a runner. Batter showing bunt. Pickoff throw to second, not in time. Close. Redmond was there with the tag. Throw was just a little late.
He almost had him. Almost caught him falling asleep right there.
So here we go. Batter steps back into the box. First pitch a little high, ball one. Outside, the umpire says.
Just a little bit. That's a good frame there by Kirkland. I think it's definitely in terms of high-low, it was a strike right there, just a little bit outside. Just a little bit.
1-0. Mendez, next pitch. Low. Ball two now. 2 balls and no strikes. Mendez has thrown 26 pitches so far. 14 have been for balls, so over half of his pitches have been outside the strike zone.
Coach down the third baseline is like, that's a balk, ain't it? Yeah, he's arguing it.
2 balls and no strikes. Pitch right down the middle, a fastball for a strike one, and now it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike with 1 out, runner on second base. Pitch comes in for a called strike 2. Now it's 2-2. Just took Ian a few pitches to get warmed up in the bottom of the second.
Has to find his groove.
Pitch in there, no.
Oh, that's a good spot.
How?
Good miss. I mean, ooh, that's a lady.
3 balls and 2 strikes, full count.
That's a good spot. I mean, if you're a pitcher, you want that spot. It's a great spot right there by Mendez.
Full count. Ian with a payoff pitch. That'll be a bunt down the first baseline. Fast roller. Mendez picks it up, won't make the play.
Bunted with a full count.
Runners are safe on the corners.
Got the 9-hole coming up right here.
Number 7, Grant Schilling.
So Schilling comes to the plate with 1 out and runners on the corners.
I'll give it to that batter. Bunting with a full count.
Yep. Yeah, and he was quick too.
This part, I mean, Adam didn't come down. Ian didn't roll that side, so it's perfect. Worked out for him.
So Schilling comes to the plate, the number 9 batter. Let's ground it into a double play. Mendez with a pickoff throw to first, not in time. 1 away, runners on the corners here. 3-1 is our score, Littlefield on top. Tigers have the tying run on first. Here's the pitch. A little outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. One ball, no strikes is Schilling. Mendez gets a call from his catcher, Kirkland. He steps in. Here's the pitch, and he'll foul it off over the first base dugout. Foul ball, strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1-1 to the batter with 1 out. Runners on the corners for the Tigers. Littlefield on top, 3-1 here in the bottom of the second. So here we go. Schilling steps back into the box. Mendez delivers the pitch, swing, and another foul ball. Over the backstop and out of play. Wildcats have Ian Mendez on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first, Braden Redmond at second, Chip Green at shortstop, and Gabe Mata at third. Gabe Villanueva out in left, Major McNeese in center, and Jacob Kirkland in right. Everybody playing straight away. Here's the 1-2.
Good spot.
Little in there for a called strike 3 as Schilling goes down looking.
Great spot right there. That's the spot he missed earlier.
Yeah,
Number
that was.
2, Riley.
We saw a couple of them there that didn't get the call, but
made up for it right there.
That one does, and it's out number 2. 2 outs with runners on the corners for the Tigers, and we go back to the top of the order. This is Riley Martinez to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a double. Hit one out in a shallow left center field over the shortstop his last time up. That pitch is high. They're going to send the runner home. Wildcats are there to make the play. Nope. Tag was missed. Everything was executed well until the tag, and the tag was just missed at home plate, and the run will score. As Luera steals at second base. Vergara comes home on the throw. And that'll make it 3-2.
So it's one of those things where Kirk, it's hard to play off the dirt, so I don't blame him right there. He dropped down to block it. It was a great throw. Turf back there in Littlefield, that would have ended up perfect. But playing on dirt, especially right here, it looks a little lumpy, and there's a big rock right there. It hits that. Yeah. It's bouncing off to who knows where.
Yeah, somebody needs to get that rock and toss it to the side.
I know.
So Riley Martinez back at the plate, 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs with a runner on second. The Tigers have a tying run on second base. It's 3-2 Littlefield. Bottom of the second. 1-0 pitch. Low. Ball 2. Mendez has thrown 36 pitches. Half of them have been for ball. Here's the 2-0. Low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. 3-0 to the batter Martinez.
There's a good block right there by Kirkland. Keeping it in front of him.
3-0. Low and outside. Ball 4. So it's another walk for the Slaton Tigers, and now they've got the go-ahead run on first.
Jacob Lopez.
Jacob Lopez comes to the plate for the second time. Lopez is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. He went down swinging his last time up. So here we go. Lopez at the plate. Ian Mendez on the mound for Littlefield. Here's the pitch. Low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to Lopez.
Slow pays the game.
Yeah. We've been playing 43 minutes. We're only in the second inning. Pitch, low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, and Jaden Kirkland is going to go out to the pitcher's mound once again. Jaden Kirkland, the catcher, Ian Mendez, the pitcher.
Kirkland, he's back here working. I mean, only 1 ball might have got past him today. So he's doing some work out here behind the plate.
Yeah. Two balls, no strikes. Pitch, low, inside, ball 3. 3 balls and no strikes. Ian gets a call, checks that runner at second. 3-0 pitch. Down the middle for a called strike 1, and now it's 3-1. Littlefield scored 3 runs in the second inning. Slaton scored 1 run in the first and 1 run here in the second. It's 3-2 Littlefield. That pitch is low for ball 4, and that's going to load them up. Bases loaded for the Tigers now.
Here's the 3-hole.
Yeah, Coach Hartley coming out of the dugout. Coach Jed Hartley will go visit with his infield on the pitcher's mound here. The Tigers have the bases loaded with 2 outs, and Diaz coming to the plate. Diaz walked his last time up. And it looks like we may see a pitching change. Coach Hartley is calling in Major McNeese from center field. And Major, who pitched against Friona on Saturday. And I would have to, let me go back and look and see how many pitches Major had. He pitched 5 innings and threw 60 pitches. So Major still has some pitches left. So Major McNeese is going to come on to pitch for the Littlefield Wildcats. While he warms up, we'll take a break, and we'll be back with more Littlefield baseball. Wildcats on top, 3-2, right after this.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball. After the pitching change, Major McNeese comes in from center field to pitch in relief of Ian Mendez. Mendez will go to short. Shortstop Chip Green will move over to third. And this pitch is going to be grounded. Gets past Green out into left field. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. And the Tigers are back on top. On a hard-hit ground ball that just got past Chip at third base.
Like, you try to play the hop right there, but it's like I said, when you play on dirt, you don't know what's going to happen. It'll just went under his glove.
It's 4-2 now. Slaton on top, bottom of the second. It's going to be a long night.
It's going to be a dogfight for sure.
Yep. That pitch will be fouled over to the first base dugout on the foul ball to Jeremy Floyd. So now we've got McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first, Gabe Mata now at second base, Ian Mendez at short, Chip Green at third. Here's a grounder, and Mata fields it on a bad hop off his chest. A run's going to come in, play at the plate, and he'll score. And it was a hard-hit grounder right to the second baseman, but just took that weird hop.
Nasty hop. I'm telling you, I mean, granted, you know, there's no excuses, but our field's turf. You don't really learn how to play on the dirt. But it's just one of those things.
Coach Hartley needs to take our guys over to the Little League field and hit them some grounders.
Maybe those softball fields out there, maybe. Jeez.
So it's 5-3 now. Tigers on top. Bottom of the second inning.
I don't know why. I just thought, like, every time Littlefield comes to Slaton, it was like this the past few years. It's a dogfight.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we could play these dudes in Littlefield and run rule them, But we come to Slaton, it's just, I don't know what it is. You just always play into a close game.
The Tigers have runners on first and second base with 2 outs. This is Thomas Cardenas, the left fielder. That pitch is high for ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. McNeese delivers the next pitch. Outside, ball 2 now. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. Slaton has scored 4 runs here in the second inning. They lead it 5-3. 2-1 pitch. That one comes in for a called strike 2, and now Major 1 strike away from getting out of the second inning.
The long inning, for sure.
We've been playing for 50 minutes. We're still in the second.
Wow.
2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's strike 3. And Cardenas goes down swinging for out number 3. But Slaton comes back in the second to take the lead 5-3. We'll be back with the top of the third. Littlefield down 5-3. We'll be back right after this.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. Cody West with Gabe Montalvo here in Slaton, where the Tigers lead it 5-3. Headed into the top of the third inning, and we have the 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up for Littlefield. It'll be Adam McDonald, followed by Braden Redmond and Chip Green. So if it's going to be a high-scoring game, let's get these bats going.
It's going to be a dogfight for sure.
Number 30, Adam McDonald.
And it's only the third inning.
Yeah. We've been playing for almost an hour. Adam McDonald steps up to the plate for the second time today. He's 0 for 1 with a flyout. He had a flyout to shallow left field his last time up. Jeremy Floyd remains on the mound for the Tigers. Here's a bunt coming back to Floyd. Floyd can't field it. And Adam McDonald gets on as he bunts safely. With no outs, Littlefield has a runner on first.
Just got to small ball him.
Yep.
Small ball him, get him frustrated because it's hard to cover the bunt for some reason. Then you start piecing it up because the pitcher starts getting frustrated and he's going to leave him over the plate.
Jeremy Floyd has thrown 42 pitches. Number 43 will be against Braden Redmond. Redmond is 0 for 1 with a flyout. Pickoff throw to first, not in time. McDonald gets back in. Coach Blake over in the first base box. Pitch to Redmond. He's going to hit this one high and deep out into left field. It's going back to the wall, and it is foul.
He pieced that foul ball up right there.
Thought that thing was out of here. We mentioned that short left field wall. Well, both foul lines are pretty short, but 324. We saw Jaden Kirkland almost get one over earlier.
He hit that the red lining at the top of the fence.
Pitch. Check swing, foul ball. That's strike 2 now. That one was high. So Braden Redmond now down in the count 0-2. No outs with a runner on first for the Wildcats. Tigers on top 5-3. Top of the third, we're scheduled to play 7. Here's the pickoff throw to first, not in time. Jeremy Floyd, the Slaton pitcher, is making Adam work over there. Oh and 2 back of the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a ground ball to third. Third baseman fields it. Long throw to first, and it's in time. Yeah. Littlefield fans don't agree, but it looked like it was a good call to me.
Yeah. It might have barely beat him.
Close.
It was real close. But I give it to, you got to give it to that third baseman. He was on the run. He was going backwards, too.
Chip Green.
That does move Adam McDonald into scoring position on the ground out.
Yep.
Runner on second now with one away, and here comes Green.
Nonetheless, you do a job right there. I mean, that's your job, is to move that runner over.
See Chip put one out of the park. He's showing bunt. He'll lay it down. First baseman comes up to field it, throws to third, not in time. Chip safe at first. The first baseman made the right call. It just wasn't in time, and Chip Green bunts safely.
Number 26.
That's one thing Littlefield could be good at is small balling. Like, look at it already. Their defense is falling apart. That's what you want to do. Small ball them.
Yep.
They get frustrated. Tee off.
And I think, Coach Hartley spends a lot of time.
No, he does.
On bunting.
He definitely does.
Practice.
I'll tell you that firsthand.
Runners on the corners now. Green on first, McDonald on third. And here comes Gabe Mata to the plate.
Catcher calling out the first and third defense.
Gabe Mata is 1 for 1 with a single. Little short fly ball to left field his last time up. It was the first base hit of the game for the Wildcats. He's going to take the first pitch here. Ground ball chopper to third. They're going to go home with it. Gets past the first baseman. McDonald will score. Green headed into third base, will be held up. And an error by the Slaton Tigers gives Littlefield a run. Throwing error on the third baseman scores Adam McDonald.
Number 12, Ian Mendez.
And now the Wildcats have runners at second and third base. The tying run is on third. The go-ahead run is on second for Littlefield. And these two teams are just kind of throwing haymakers at each other right now. Base hit for Mendez could score 2.
Just like I said, it's always a dogfight coming into Slaton.
Mendez shows bunt. He'll pull it back for a strike 1. Ian walked his last time up. This is his second at-bat of the day. Mendez, starting pitcher, now playing shortstop. Here's the 0-1. Low and in the dirt. Ball 1. Count evens at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at second and third for Littlefield. Here's the 1-1 pitch. High is going to swing at it and hit it out into right field. Did they make the catch? I couldn't see.
Yeah, he made the catch out there.
Fly out.
Right to him.
That's out number 2.
Number 10, Jacob Kirkland.
It was a good pieced up ball. If they're not playing a shift, that's in the gap for sure.
Technical difficulties on the scoreboard.
And it wasn't deep enough for Chip to tag and go. So they got it back into the infield quickly. So 2 outs now with runners at second and third, and here's Jacob Kirkland. Kirkland is 1 for 1 with a double as he calls timeout. So Kirkland steps into the box. Gabe Mata at second, Chip Green at third. That pitch is high and inside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes with 2 outs. We're Littlefield down by 1, 5-4 here in the top of the third. One 1-0 pitch. Low and away, gets past the catcher. Chip's coming home. Play at the plate. He's safe. Green comes in with a head of steam and scores. Good hustle.
Chip Green can move.
That was a close play at the plate. He was well under the tag.
Had me nervous for a little bit.
And we are tied up at 5 now. 5-5 our score. Littlefield now has the go-ahead run on third base. Gabe Mata, the base runner on third. Jacob Kirkland at the plate. Up in the count, 2 balls and no strikes. 2-0. Pitch. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Punches it through, and Littlefield is back on top. A hard hit ground ball to center field. Gabe Mata scores, and Kirkland safe at first with an RBI single. Littlefield leads it 6-5.
Jaden Kirkland.
And Jaden Kirkland comes to the plate now with 2 outs and a runner on first. He's going to take this pitch and hit it out into center field. It is caught by the center fielder for out number 3. And that'll retire the side, but Littlefield reclaims the lead, headed to the bottom of the third. Your score, Wildcat 6, Tigers 5. We'll be right back.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball as we move into the bottom of the third. Your score is Littlefield 6, Slaton 5. Wildcats lead it by 1 run. Tabor Vergara comes to the plate now for the Tigers. Major McNeese remains on the mound for the Wildcats, pitching in relief of Ian Mendez. Bottom of the third, Littlefield up by 1. First pitch here, swing and a miss. It's strike 1.
Trying to slash it right there.
Major, the starting pitcher against Friona on Saturday, threw 60 pitches. That one's low and inside for ball 1. I think once it was pretty obvious that game was in hand, Coach Hartley pulls him to save his pitches. I'm glad he did because we needed him tonight.
Yeah.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a fly ball. Shallow center, and it is caught by Braden Redmond out there in center field.
Yeah, that was scary. I thought they were going to collide with each other.
So 1 away, nobody on for the Tigers, and here's Jacob Luna. Luna comes to the plate for the second time today. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out. He's going to pop this bunt up, and it's foul.
That scared me because I didn't know where it went.
I know. Even though there's a narrow opening above us.
That ball looked like it went straight up. That's why I was like, oh, no. Thought that was the one that was coming down.
Kind of slid down the backstop. 0-1. Next pitch. He misses on a bunt for strike 2. Now it's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Luna.
They might still try to bunt again.
That pitch is outside for ball 1. Yeah, we saw him bunt earlier on a full count.
Yeah, he had a full count, bunted it down the first baseline.
Yeah, bunted it safely. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a foul tip into the catcher's glove, and that's out number 2. 2 outs, nobody on for the Tigers.
Number 12, Alberto Luera.
Wind's starting to pick up just a tad bit.
Yeah. So 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Alberto Luera coming to the plate for the Tigers. McNeese delivers the first pitch here, high. We still have Major McNeese on the mound. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate. Adam McDonald at first. Gabe Mata at second. Ian Mendez at short. Chip Green at third. That pitch is going to be bunted down back to the pitcher. McNeese throws to first, and it's in time.
PFP.
For out number 3. As the Tigers go down in order after scoring in the first and second innings. They have a scoreless bottom of the third, and we're headed to the top of the fourth with your score, Littlefield 6, Slaton 5. We'll be right back.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
At First Federal Bank, we believe we are the best bank in Lamb County. We are the next generation of banking, while still holding true to our values that help to improve lives and strengthen communities. First Federal Bank was born to provide banking the way it should be, by putting people first. We are proud of the role we serve in the lives of our customers. Visit our new ATM, conveniently located at our bank at 2313 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS 4-94763.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network as we move to the top of the fourth. Wildcats lead the game 6-5. The 9-1-2 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats. This is Gabe Villanueva. Jeremy Floyd remains on the mound for the Tigers. Here's the first pitch to G. He'll swing at it and ground it up the middle, over the pitcher's mound, over second base, and into center field. And that's a leadoff single for Gabe Villanueva.
Number 2, Major McNeese.
So that puts a runner on first base, and it gets us back to the top of the order now for Major McNeese. Littlefield on top, 6-5, top of the fourth. This is where we need to take control of the game here. We held them scoreless in the bottom of the third. Here's a ground ball foul. If we can bring a few across here in the top of the fourth, kind of give us a little cushion going into the later innings. That's the goal, but baseball's a funny sport.
This honestly surprised me. I'm not going to lie. I thought for sure Major would have been bunting. I mean, you got a runner at first. I know Hartley. It would have been smart to move the runner over, but, I mean, it's your one hole for a reason. Let him hit.
Yeah. And I think, too, I mean, I know we've been bunting successfully today, but we've also been putting it in play. We've had some deep shots, especially out to left field.
I don't think we've had a strikeout today, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah, I don't think anybody struck out yet.
So it's a pretty good day.
I mean, tell you in a minute.
Yeah, no, I don't think anyone struck out today.
That's going to be hit high out into right field. Right fielder running back. Off the top of his glove. He can't make the catch. Villanueva headed to third. And McNeese is safe at second on the error by the right fielder.
It surprised G. G got
Number 30, Adam McDonald.
Villanueva got stuck right there at second. He didn't know what to do. He thought he was going to catch it.
Yeah, that's a tricky play if you're the base runner there at second. I mean, it's almost always a catch. You don't know until it popped off the top of his glove there. So Littlefield has runners at second and third base with no outs, and Adam McDonald coming to the plate. Littlefield Wildcats lead the game 6-5, hoping to add to it here.
And that's what they needed, too. A little bit of momentum right there.
Yep.
That outfielder head was down. He's not in it now.
Yeah, the infield huddle up around their pitcher. Let's take advantage here. No outs, 2 runners in scoring position. McDonald at the plate for the third time today. He's 1 for 2 with a fly out, and he bunted safely in his last trip to the plate. McDonald.
They're still playing that shift right there. Go Oppo.
That pitch is fouled straight back to the backstop for strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, McDonald. Braden Redmond in the on-deck circle. Chip Green is in the hole.
Still at the top of the lineup with no outs.
So Adam steps back into the box. Here's the 0-1. He pops this one up high in the infield, coming down near the third baseline. The catch is made by the third baseman, and that'll be out number 1 on the pop-up.
He almost didn't make it. He almost didn't make that catch. He put his head down when he caught it.
That's a harder catch to make than people realize.
Oh, it definitely is.
Number 18.
Definitely is. When it goes straight up.
Well, and you're running with your head straight up in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Like, pull your head back as far as you can and then try to run.
Yeah, no.
Like, look straight up at the sky and take off running. See how easy that is.
If there was sun out, I don't think he would have caught that ball.
So here's Braden Redmond. 2 runners in scoring position. Redmond's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground out. This pitch low and away, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0.
Slaton's now on their toes. They have their corners playing, or they got their whole infield playing the cut.
Well, the last 2 times Redmond came up, he was down the left field line. 1 on a fly out, 1 on a ground out. That pitch is low, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0.
So I was telling you earlier too, I really think this is all Slaton's got pitching wise, because I mean,
yeah,
unless they just got the absolute most trust in him, he's gotten in a few pickles and they still left him in there.
2-0 pitch. Off speed, he's going to get a hold of this one and hit it deep out into center field. Center fielder going back, makes the catch. A runner will tag and go. Villanueva will score.
The outfielder thought it was 3 outs. He started jogging, and all the runs are going to come in.
Major scores. 2-run score on a sacrifice fly to deep center field for Braden Redmond.
There's a lot of miscommunication going on right here. Slaton thinks they have 3 outs because Redmond jogged all the way around, so they thought he was a runner in play. They started worrying about him. The outfielder thought there was 3 outs because when he caught it, you know, outfielders do that little cool, slow jog or whatever. That's what he did, and I don't know who was out there, G and
Major.
And Major, both of them just took off. They didn't look back at all, and he wasn't worried about them, so they both scored. So you have 2 runs score right there off of, I don't know what an error maybe, whatever you want to call that.
Yeah, it was a sacrifice fly, and then the center fielder just, it's not, you can't really book it as an error. It's just a mistake.
He just played it off like there was 3 outs. I mean, caught it, slow jog, and then these other runs scored.
So it's 8-5 now. Littlefield on top. 8-5. Chip Green comes to the plate with 2 outs and nobody on. That pitch is low, and it will be 2-0 to Green. 2 balls and no strikes. Two balls, no strikes to the batter Green. Chip is 1 for 2 the fly out, and that he bunted safely his last time up. 0-2 pitch here comes in for a called strike. And I think Chip, he wanted that one. It's going to be 2-1 now. Wind up, 2-1 pitch. Inside, ball 3 now.
Good take.
3 balls, 1 strike, 3-1. Green the batter. Should he get on base with 2 outs, Gabe Mata would be the next batter up. 3-1 pitch. Swing and a foul ball over the backstop and out of play. That'll make it strike 2, and now it's a full count.
They're not doing a good job out there on that scoreboard.
Yeah, I think she said they were having technical problems with it. So the scoreboard's not right. Of course, you can't really see it on the video. Chip's going to hit this one, a grounder out to shortstop. Glove, the throw to first. Not in time as Chip outruns the throw. And did it pull the first baseman off the bag? It looked like a decent throw. Chip was hustling, though.
I mean, the said it pulled him off.
Number 26.
I think Chip just beat the throw out. That's what it looked like to me.
Chip Green on a grounder to the shortstop is safe at first. And so the Wildcats are still going here in the top of the 4th.
Slaton's starting to get frustrated. I'm looking at their defense and
heads are down, hands on hips.
You just see the body language. There you go.
Gabe Mata comes to the plate now. Pickoff throw to first. Gabe is 1 for 2 today with a single, a fly ball to left, and then he reached on an error on a ground ball to third in his last time up to the plate. Gabe Mata at the plate. Chip Green, the base runner, on first. 2 outs. Pitch comes on the inside corner for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter. Wildcats lead this game 8-5 in the top of the 4th. Mata steps back in. Pitch, swing and a miss. Chip's going to go. The throw is not in time. It gets past the second baseman. Green's going to third, and he'll be safe.
Coaches out here arguing that think they want hitter's interference, but it was a hit and run. So
yeah, it was a hit and run, but
I mean,
it was a swing and a miss.
Yeah, he could swing at anything. He wasn't in the way of the throw either. The second baseman just missed it.
So the Slaton coach over here arguing the play, but it's going to fall on deaf ears, and Chip Green will be safe at third.
He's not happy. That's what you want if you're Littlefield, too. Just make Slaton frustrated.
Yep. You can, even the coaching staff.
Yeah,
right?
You make the coaches frustrated. You make the players frustrated. I mean, you set yourself up for a win.
Yeah, their coach is obviously frustrated. And you mentioned the body language of the players.
I mean, you see it from the coaches, too. Yep. I mean, once you see that, if I'm the opposing team, which is Littlefield, you should feel good. Feel good about it.
The 2 umpires are going to talk it over. Littlefield on top here, 8-5, top of the 4th.
I mean, I don't see what you could talk over. There was no hitter's interference. It's a hit and run. So, I mean, batter he can swing at whatever he wants. He didn't go over that. He didn't get in the way of the throw.
Yeah, he didn't step out of the batter's box.
Not at all. He reached for it, but he stayed in the batter's box. It drove the catcher this way. I mean, I don't know what you could argue right there. He called.
Now they're gonna change the call. And Coach Hartley's gonna give him an earful now.
He's like, are you really gonna listen to him about that?
So the Slaton coach successfully argues and gets the call changed.
Successfully threw a tantrum.
You don't see that happen very often.
Not at all. I mean, he threw his clipboard down before coming out here to talk to the ump. At first, the umps were like, I seen it. They were like, what do you argue? I mean, there really was nothing to argue, but.
Wow. Okay, well, Chip Green is called out because of offensive interference, and that'll be out number 3. But the Wildcats lead at 8-5. We're headed to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back right after this.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, where the Littlefield Wildcats lead this game by a score of 8-5.
Number 7, Grant Schilling.
And we're headed to the bottom of the fourth. Major McNeese remains on the mound for the Wildcats, pitching in relief of Ian Mendez. Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first, Gabe Mata at second, Ian Mendez at short, and Chip Green at third.
They're arguing between Chancellor and Hartley right here.
Gabe Villanueva in left, Braden Redmond in center, and Jacob Kirkland out in right.
Little chirping just to get you viewers into it. I mean, Chancellor and Hartley's go back to your dugout, go back to your side. He walks back. And then he comes back again.
Yeah.
So a little bit of drama, but we love it. I mean, it's high school sports.
Coach Conkin, please come to the press box.
There's a little bit of.
I mean, you gotta love it, right?
Well, it's one thing when the fans are losing their composure, but when the coaches do,
the coaches losing it at each other. Well, and everyone knows Coach Hartley coached at Slaton for a year.
That's true.
So I mean, obviously, you got a little bit of a. No, I wouldn't say rivalry. Maybe they're still friends. Maybe they're not. But obviously something builds up right there.
Well,
admin to the press box, please.
Everybody on the field is competitive.
Oh, yeah, absolutely, 1,000%.
So Major McNeese on the mound for the Wildcats. Grant Schilling steps into the box. First pitch in there for a called strike one. And there's as many Littlefield fans here as there are Slaton fans. So and we're sitting in the middle. We're hearing both sides.
Yeah, absolutely.
That pitch catches the outside corner for a called strike two. And now McNeese ahead in the count, 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Schilling.
Major's feeling it too. You got McNeese feeling his groove. You don't want to like it if you're Slaton. McNeese is the ace for a reason. He's been a varsity pitcher since he was a freshman. Chancellor's upset. This batter is, no offense to the batter, but he looks scared to be in there.
Major McNeese up in the count, 0-2. There's the windup, the pitch. Boom. Swing and a miss at strike 3, and that's out number 1.
Major found his groove. Now you got the 1-hole coming back up. I take our 1-0 over this 1-0 any day.
We go back to the top of the order. Riley Martinez comes to the plate now for the Tigers.
I don't know about you, but I love just feeling tension in the air.
Yeah.
You gotta love it.
It's good. You know, it's the last 3 games for Littlefield have been dominant victories. Not to say it was boring, but, you know, it's just.
Oh, yeah.
This is a game. Here we go, a grounder to short, fielded by Mendez. The throw to first is in time for out number 2.
And Littlefield feeling themselves now. I mean, you got Littlefield playing ball.
Mendez put that one on a rope. A lot of times you'll see Ian kind of double pump, get it there just in the nick of time. He scooped that up and fired it.
Littlefield got nothing but all district players on this team.
2 outs, nobody on for the Tigers, and here comes Jacob Lopez.
0 for 2, no?
He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Lopez steps into the box. First pitch, curveball, comes in for a called strike 1.
And I'm telling you, McNeese is really feeling it now. He got that fastball working for him outside corner. Now you got that.
0-1 to the batter, Lopez.
Slider working for him is going to be great.
Wildcats lead it 8-5. Here's the 0-1. High, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball, 1 strike. 1-1 to the batter, Lopez. Wind up in the pitch. Swing and a foul ball will be strike 2, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Wildcats on top 8-5 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Got a nervous batter, a confident pitcher. Come on, Mage.
Wind up in the 1-2. It's going to be a ground ball, chopper. Shortstop fields it, Mendez to first in time for out number 3. And the Tigers go 3 up, 3 down in the bottom of the 4th. We're headed to the top of the 5th with your score, Littlefield 8, Slaton 5. We'll be back right after this.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West with Gabe Montalvo here in the top of inning number 5. Littlefield leads 8-5, and it'll be the 5, 6, and 7 batters coming up in the order for the Wildcats.
We're back to 12.
Oh, yeah.
Good inning so far, too. Or, excuse me, it was a good 4th inning.
So it'll be Ian Mendez at the plate, as it was the batter that was out at the end of the top of the 4th, not the runner Chip Green. It was the batter on offensive interference.
So Mata out for offensive interference.
So Mata was out. So Ian Mendez comes to the plate now. First pitch misses for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter Mendez. Leadoff batter here in the top of the 5th. Next pitch, hit foul, out of play over the third base dugout.
And one thing Mendez loves is an inside pitch. I mean, he gets a hold of one. We've had some bounce off the wall. That one might go over.
Here's the 1-1. Swing and a line drive right back to the pitcher, who makes a reflex catch. Heck of a catch there by Jeremy Floyd, the Slaton Tigers pitcher. As Ian smoked it right back to him.
Number 10, Jacob Kirkland.
That's one of those, you just stick your glove out.
I mean, that's
and
what
it
he
goes
did.
in it.
That's what he did.
So here's Jacob Kirkland. First pitch is fouled off, strike 1.
And I'm sorry, I gotta talk about it. Last inning, you know, they were looking for their AD. I'm assuming that's who they were calling to the press box. Coach Green came over and saved the day.
That one's fouled off and out of play for strike 2. It's now 0-2. Littlefield leads the game 8-5, top of the 5th. 0-2 pitch to Kirkland. High, got away from him, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0 to the batter, Jacob Kirkland. Jaden Kirkland is on deck. 1 away, nobody on for the Wildcats. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Low and away. Ball 2, and the count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. Pitch. High. Good eye there from Jacob Kirkland. It's now going to be a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes to the batter, Jacob Kirkland, the Littlefield right fielder. That pitch is going to be hit out to the shortstop, gets past him. And Jacob Kirkland is safe at first with a single. With one away, the Wildcats have a runner on first. And here comes Jaden Kirkland.
Number 8, Jaden Kirkland.
So Jaden Kirkland comes to the plate now for the Wildcats. He's 1 for 2 with a double and a ground out today.
Almost had a home
run. Fly out, rather.
Almost had a home run earlier.
Yeah, he did. Kirkland steps into the box. Pitch, high, ball 1. And Jeremy Floyd is now at 80 pitches in the starting effort for the Tigers. 1-0. Next pitch, swing and a miss at strike 1, and the count goes even at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Jaden Kirkland. Kirkland, the Wildcats catcher. 1-1 pitch comes in for a called strike, and Jacob goes to second. He's caught stealing. That'll be out number 2. So Jacob Kirkland thrown out at second base on the steal. That'll be 2 outs now and nobody on for the Wildcats. Back of the plate, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch hit high out into left field. Left fielder settles up under it and makes the catch. And that's out number 3. As the Littlefield Wildcats can't get anything going in the top of the 5th. We're headed to the bottom of inning number 5 with your score, Wildcats 8, Tigers 5. We'll be right back.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. I'm proud to support our Littlefield ISD athletes and students as they strive for victory. Behind every game, every win, and every success on a field, court, or classroom stands a dedicated team. From our hardworking school board to our passionate administrators, faculty, and staff, we are cheering for our students. With their talent and determination, they embody the spirit of our community. Go Wildcats, Littlefield ISD, where excellence is the standard.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. As we move to the bottom of inning number 5, Littlefield on top 8-5. And the Wildcats bring Major McNeese back out, pitching in relief of Ian Mendez, the starting pitcher. McNeese has thrown 25 pitches in relief, and he'll face the 3, 4, and 5 batters. This is Kenan Diaz. Kenan Diaz comes to the plate. He's 1 for 1 with a walk and a single today. Lefty versus lefty here. First pitch is going to be hit on the ground out to second base. Fielded. The throw to first is in time for out number 1. Gabe Mata makes the play. Adam McDonald with his heel on the bag, and it's out number 1.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Number 6, Jeremy Floyd.
I know we don't like how loud it is, but I like that song.
Here's Jeremy Floyd to the plate for the Tigers. First pitch from McNeese. Off speed, maybe missed a little low for ball 1.
Nonetheless, it was a good pitch, good pitch.
I marked it as a strike, and then I had to erase it. Swing and a miss at that one for strike 1, and now the count goes 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Floyd. Swing and a miss at strike 2. It's now 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1-2.
This is the pitcher, right?
Yep. Yeah, and the cleanup hitter. 1-2 pitch. Swing and a ground ball chopper. Major fields it on the hop, throws to first, and it's in time for out number 2.
Chopping at it.
Back-to-back ground outs.
Number 3, Thomas Cardenas.
Thomas Cardenas comes to the plate now for the Tigers, the number 5 batter in the order. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout.
Tension died down.
Yeah.
I wish it would come back.
It only flared up for a minute there. 2 outs, nobody on. Pitch, an attempted bunt, but he fouls it. The foul ball, it'll be strike 1. Wildcats lead this game by a score of 8-5.
Yeah, I know. I mean, some people might be glad it died down. I'm not. I like that tension.
McNeese with the 0-1. Bunt. Coming back to the pitcher. McNeese fields it. Throws to first, and it's in time for out number 3 as the Tigers go 3 up, 3 down in the 5th. We're headed to the top of inning number 6 with your score, Littlefield 8, Slaton 5. We'll be right back.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a Touchtone Energy cooperative.
Welcome back to Slaton, Texas. I'm Cody West with Gabe Montalvo as the Wildcats lead by a score of 8-5. Headed into the top of the 6th. The Wildcats have Gabe Villanueva coming to the plate now. The number 9 batter in the order. He's 1 for 1 at a sacrifice fly and then a single. There's 2 at-bats. 3rd trip to the plate here. First pitch is fouled off over the backstop and out of play. 0-1 to the batter Villanueva. Wildcats scored 3 runs in the 2nd, 3 runs in the 3rd, and 2 runs in the 4th. And lead it 8-5 as that pitch comes in for a called strike 2. 0-2 to the batter Villanueva. As he steps back into the box. 0-2 pitch. Ground ball out to first base, fielded. Well, he drops it, and G's going to be safe. He dropped it twice.
It looked like he dropped it more than twice.
And we were talking about it before the game that I thought G was probably the fastest kid on the team, at least quickness-wise.
Oh, yeah,
he got down the line in a hurry.
Absolutely. I mean, as a first baseman, too, you can't afford to make errors like that. I mean, it got hit right to you. You're by the bag. All you have to do is put it in the glove and then reach out your leg.
And here's Major McNeese now at the plate. The first pitch is a strike. They throw down to first, but G gets back in safely. 0-1 to the batter McNeese. Major McNeese at the plate with no outs and a runner on first.
It's getting a little chilly out here.
Yeah, cooling off. 0-1. Major's going to bunt down the third baseline, and he'll be safe. It will not be fielded. Oh, no, G's trying to head to third, and he'll be out. Man, what in the world was that? Coach Hartley shakes his head. No. Out number 1. Major bunts safely.
Perfect bunt, too. I mean, landed right on the line.
It just died in the grass, and the Slaton players are waiting on it to roll out of
Number 30,
the foul line, and it stopped. Came to a
Stayed
stop.
right on it.
But G just kept running for some reason.
Yeah, I mean.
So Littlefield has one out with a runner on second base. Correction, runner on first. That's Major McNeese. Here's Adam McDonald at the plate. That pitch is going to hit him. The second pitch, the first one was ball one. The second one is going to hit him. So McDonald goes to first base, hit by a pitch. Major McNeese goes to second base. And here comes Braden Redmond. Braden Redmond steps into the box with runners at first and second base and one out. Top of the sixth, Littlefield on top, 8-5. Redmond is 0 for 2, but he's got a fly out, a ground out, and a sac flies. Put it in play every trip to the plate today.
So like I told you, I don't think there's any strikeouts for Littlefield today.
Yeah, we haven't struck out. That pitch is going to be high for ball one.
Another thing, too, I think this Slaton pitcher is getting tired. Like,
yeah.
They've had him in the whole game.
He's at 91 pitches.
Have a noodle arm tomorrow.
1-0. High, good eye there, ball two.
Yeah, you can start to see the fatigue in his arm. I mean, he's starting to leave him up real high. Velocity slowed down a lot.
2 balls, no strikes to the batter, Redmond. Two 2-0 pitch, low. Ball 3 now. It's 3-0, and the Slaton pitcher, Jeremy Floyd, is 1 ball away from loading the bases.
Shortstop's going to go talk to him, try to talk him up. Maybe.
3 balls and no strikes to the batter, Redmond. Wildcats have Major McNeese at second base. Adam McDonald is at first.
Chip Green in the hole.
Here's Floyd with a 3-0 pitch. High, ball 4, and that's going to load him up. The sacks are jammed for the Wildcats. Braden Redmond at first, Adam McDonald at second, Major McNeese at third, and here comes the cleanup hitter, Chip Green. And this is the ideal circumstance right now if you're a cleanup hitter. Bases loaded with 1 out, and here comes the Slaton coach. And we might see a pitching change. 94 pitches is where Jeremy Floyd is.
Thing is, it might be a great thing for Littlefield because, like I said, I don't pay too close attention to records because, like you said, maybe they're missing a game that they might have won. But 0-3 in district for Max Preps, what Max Prep says, maybe this is their only guy.
Yeah, it could be, and we'll see what he's got in relief. While the new pitcher warms up, we'll take a break. We'll hear from our sponsors, and we'll be back. Littlefield on top, 8-5 in the top of the 6th. We've got the bases loaded with 1 out. We'll be back right after this.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Hey folks, Brian Bruce here at Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC in Plainview. It's truck month at Bill Wells, and we have 2.9% financing for 72 months on Silverado light-duty trucks with Turbo Max and 5.3-liter engines, and great offers on all other Silverados. Make us your last stop and get the best deal. Together, let's drive. Call, click BillWellsChevrolet.com, or come see us at 501 South I-27, where your next car is in plain view.
With approved credit, see dealer for details.
The Brown family of Brown Flying Service in Littlefield proudly supports the Littlefield Wildcats and sends them all the best in tonight's game. Brown Flying Service provides agricultural aerial application services to crop producers across the South Plains. They offer a comprehensive array of products and services for your agriculture operation. Based at the Littlefield Taylor Brown Municipal Airport, it's Brown Flying Service supporting the Wildcats this season.
True hometown banks are harder to find these days. Hometown banking at First Federal Bank means that we are headquartered right here in Lamb County. So you get personal service, local decisions from local pros, fast. We specialize in ag lending, land notes, and investment property. Plus, we have a new home mortgage product with little down and low rates. First Federal Bank in Littlefield, a hometown bank who understands your needs. Find us on Facebook, call, or come in today. First Federal Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. NMLS 494763.
Welcome back into Slaton, Texas. After the pitching change, Littlefield has the bases loaded with one out, and Chip Green coming to the plate. Wildcats lead the game 8-5 here in the top of the sixth. Riley Martinez comes on from shortstop to pitch in relief of Jeremy Floyd, who's now out in left field. So here's Chip. He's 2 for 3 with a fly out. He bunted safely and then had a ground ball single to left field. That pitch is low, gets past the catcher, but the runners will stay put. Not a lot of room between the backstop and home plate here on this field.
There's plenty of room down the sidelines.
Yeah, the foul territories.
Foul lines. There we go.
Some places you play, it wasn't Lamesa. It was like a mile away from the.
Lamesa has a huge backstop.
You've got a long way from home plate to the backstop. Curveball comes in for a strike, and it's 1-1 to Green.
Froze Chip a little bit.
1 ball, 1 strike with 1 out. Littlefield has the bases loaded. Redmond on first, McDonald on second, McNeese on third. 1-1 pitch. Outside, again gets past the catcher, but the runners will stay. Ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Correction, 2-1. Green at the plate. 2-1 pitch. He's going to hit this one up the middle. 1 run will score. It's out into center field. McNeese comes in. McDonald comes in. And it's a 2 RBI single on a hard hit grounder up the gut for Chip Green. And Littlefield now leads 10-5.
He put it in the perfect spot. I mean, that was right up the middle. I thought
right over the pitcher's mound, right over second base bag.
Right up the middle.
So now Littlefield has runners on the corners for Gabe Mata coming back to the plate. Gabe singled and then reached on an error before being called out for interference in his last at-bat. He's going to show bunt. Runner's going to go to second. And Chip Green will steal second base uncontested. Braden Redmond scared me for a minute. He was well off the bag at third, but got back in.
Yeah, third baseman wasn't paying attention, so
now 2 runners in scoring position for the Wildcats. Littlefield on top 10-5. Top of the 6th. Gabe Mata at the plate. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 1. Was it ball 1 or ball 2? 2, I think. 2-0. Nope, 1-1.
1-1. And this scoreboard is really messed up.
Yeah, it's not right, and I missed that first pitch on the steal.
He put back on the bunt.
Yeah. That one comes in for a called strike 2, and now it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 to the batter, Gabe Mata. Ian Mendez on deck. Littlefield has runners at second and third with 1 out. Here's the 1-2. High, ball 2. The count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Chip Green, the runner at second. Braden Redmond is at third. 2-2. Swing and a miss at strike three as Gabe Mata goes down swinging for out number 2. That may be the first strikeout of the game for a Littlefield batter.
That is.
Number 12, Ian Mendez.
Yeah, fortunately it was. But now it's time to carry the guy. He got 2 outs. Top of the 6th.
Ian Mendez, a base hit, could score 2. Littlefield on top, 10-5. Here's the pitch. That one misses outside. Ball 1. Runner's coming home, and he'll score as the pitcher just throws it up against the backstop. And a sneaky steal from Braden Redmond. Great coaching at third base from Jed Hartley.
He was aiming for us, I think. That ball came right this way. It was nowhere near that catcher.
I'm tired of those radio guys. I'm going to hit them. That backstop is kind of loose.
That's why I got scared. I seen the nowhere near catcher to make a play on it.
So Braden Redmond steals home. And that makes it 11-5. Back of the plate, Mendez.
1 ball, no strikes.
That pitch comes in for a called strike. Look low, but it's going to be 1-1. And by the way, on the throw home, Chip Green advanced from second to third. So now the Wildcats have 2 outs with a runner on third. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Low, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike, 2-1. To Mendez. Two-one delivery, high and tight, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike.
They said where. All of them saying where. Would have hit him in the
I can understand maybe the shoulder, but not the dome.
Not the dome. That would hit him in the back of the head.
3 balls and 1 strike to Mendez. Pitch. And he's going to rip this one out deep into left field. It could get out of here, and it is up against the wall. Chip Green will score. Mendez going to second base, slides in safely, and it's an RBI double for Ian Mendez. I thought that one was out of here.
I thought it was too. They keep bouncing off the fence. I'm telling you, if this game's played in Littlefield, there's probably 3 home runs hit today.
And that makes your score 12-5 with the RBI double from Ian Mendez.
Everyone thought that was gone.
Yep.
Everybody in the stands stood up.
324 feet out there. Here's Jacob Kirkland. 2 outs, runner on second. He's going to hit this one, a grounder up the middle. Shortstop can't field it. Mendez is rounded third, and he'll score.
Wildcats got the momentum back.
And an RBI single on a grounder up the middle for Jacob Kirkland, and it's 13-5. Here comes Jaden Kirkland. Jaden Kirkland with 2 outs comes to the plate. Here's Martinez with the first pitch to Jaden. High, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes.
Throw off the pitcher's rhythm, anything that he had. Get them all wild. This is where you start wearing pitches now.
1-0 pitch. That'll be a line drive down the right field line. And he goes the opposite way. They had the shift on. And that's going to allow Jacob.
Oh, it gets under it,
Oh,
too.
the right fielder missed the ball. Kirkland, Jacob is going to round third and score. Jaden will be standing up at second base. He'll be credited with a single and then the error on the right fielder.
It went right under his glove. He tried to, like you said, they were playing the shift, and it got put over there already. And then it goes right under his glove, and Kirk finally unhooked that trailer I was talking about and gets in.
And Blayton Solis will come in to run. It is now 14-5, Littlefield on top.
That's the first Oppo hit of the day.
Yep.
Number 6, Gabe Villanueva.
Gabe Villanueva to the plate now for the Wildcats. 2 outs. First pitch high and outside, ball 1. Blayton Solis, the base runner on second base for the Littlefield Wildcats. Here's the 1-0. That's outside for ball 2.
Not a bad spot.
2 balls, no strikes.
Thought he was going to call it a strike, if I'm being honest with you.
Yeah.
Scared
Sometimes it's hard to tell with a left-handed batter.
Oh, yeah.
2-0. High and outside, ball 3.
Pitcher's frustrated for sure.
Yep.
That's a good thing, too.
3 balls, no strikes to the batter, Villanueva.
Sit comfortably in there, G. See you through.
Pitch. Inside, ball 4. It's a 4-pitch walk. And now the Wildcats have runners at first and second base with Major McNeese coming to the plate as we go back to the top of the order.
Number 2, Major McNeese.
And Major, he's 1 for 4. Starts the 5th rotation through the order. He has a fly out, a line out, reached on an error, and then his last at bat, he butted safely. First pitch to Major. He's going to hit this one high out into center field. Center fielder going back will get under it and make the catch. And that will be out number 3 to retire the side. But Littlefield blows it open in the top of the 6th. And we lead it 14-5. Headed to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be right back.
The Heffington family of Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation sends all the best to each member of the Littlefield Wildcats this season. Triple T Irrigation is an authorized TL irrigation systems dealer. Like no other, hydrostatically powered TL systems are designed to deliver continuous movement to extend gearbox life. Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, proud supporters of the Littlefield Wildcats.
Hillcrest Funeral Home is Littlefield owned and operated and has been since 2007. We are proud supporters of the Wildcats, Lady Cats, and our Wildcat Band. I'm Shauna Wagley Hastings, and my promise is to always offer you personal and compassionate care in your time of loss. Hillcrest is hometown, and we are always here for you. Come see us at 1305 Phelps Avenue in Littlefield. Hillcrest Funeral Home, cherish the memories, honor the legacy.
Trust the Lance Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. They offer a better way to buy insurance. Visit David McGeehee and let him shop multiple carriers to get the most competitive rate available for auto, home, commercial, life, crop insurance, and more. Go by 2433 South Farwell Avenue in Littlefield, or give David a call at 385-1693 and let him find the best combination of price, coverage, and service just for you. The Lance Insurance Agency proudly supports the Wildcats and Lady Cats in all that they do.
Welcome back in to Slaton, Texas. I'm Cody West with Gabe Montalvo as the Wildcats lead it by a score of 14-5, headed into the bottom of the 6th. Major McNeese remains on the mound, pitching in relief of Ian Mendez. And he'll face the 6, 7, and 8 batters. And the first pitch here is in there for a strike to Tabor Vergara.
Got that outside corner.
Next pitch, little outside for ball 1, and count goes 1-1. Wildcats scored 6 runs to blow it open in the top of the 6th. 1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Vergara. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Comes in and hits him.
I know that hurt.
Sounded like it.
You ain't that tough, buddy. I respect you for walking it off, but I know you want to rub it.
So Vergara is hit by a pitch, and that'll put a runner on first.
He rubbed it.
Yeah.
Number 1, Jacob Bloom.
I'd be rubbing it.
Yeah, I don't blame him, though. I just wanted to see him do it. You know, the tough guy act.
Number 4, Ashton Garcia.
So this is Ashton Garcia to the plate. What happened?
They were playing the music the whole time.
Oh, so timeout called?
Yeah, I don't think that pitch is going to count.
Okay.
I mean, they had the music blast, and they played it as soon as he got in the box. It's a walk-up song.
He's going to lay a bunt down. Coming back to Major, fields it, underhands it to McDonald.
And they got him in a pitch.
Oh, we're going to get a runner between between second and third.
Chip's going to get him.
Yeah, Chip chases him down and makes the tag, and it's a double play.
You're not outrunning Chip, buddy. Fortunate for you, you don't got to run back to the dugout. You can walk back. Yeah, Kirk went over there to cover third. I don't know what that runner was doing. He rounded second, and Adam just seen him and threw it at Ian.
Yeah, well played. Good defense by the Littlefield Wildcats.
Now 2 outs.
2 away, nobody on, and this is Alberto Luera.
Wildcats lead 14-5, bottom of the 6th.
Swing and a miss on the next pitch. It's 1-1.
And it was a slow-paced game at first, but Slaton coaches gave Littlefield a reason to play.
That pitch a little outside. You know, I said earlier, I thought Gabe Villanueva was the quickest player on the team.
There go Chip.
Chip chased that base runner down like it was.
Chip heard you.
He was running twice as fast as the base runner. He caught him like nothing.
Yeah, no, he knew he was going to catch him. They were in the middle right there where shortstop's at. Chip was over here by the bag and was like, you know what, I'm gonna hawk you down. You're not outrunning me.
Man.
He wasn't throwing that ball away. The ball was in his glove the whole time.
2-2. Comes in for a called strike 3. As the batter goes down looking to retire the side, and we are headed to the top of the 7th. Wildcats looking for some insurance runs on top 14-5. We'll be back right after this.
This is Superintendent Mitch McNeese. As a proud Wildcat alumni, I am honored to lead our district alongside a dedicated team committed to excellence. From our esteemed school board to our hardworking administrators, faculty, and staff, we stand united in our mission to develop and inspire every student. Together, we continue our proud tradition of academic and personal growth. So let's embrace the spirit of Wildcat magic as we pave the way for a bright future. Littlefield ISD, where tradition meets progress.
Every bag of FiberMax cotton has 220,000 seeds chock full of innovation, like advanced genetics for longer, stronger fiber, which means 220,000 reasons to hear, "You got what premiums?" And new Accent Flex technology for powerful weed control, which means 220,000 reasons to say, "Heck yeah, I grew that." FiberMax cotton from BASF. Innovation in every bag. Always read and follow label directions.
118 years and still going strong. Wellington State Bank is your hometown community bank. Wellington State Bank offers personal dedicated service on deposit accounts, farm and equipment loans, and many other financial needs. Wellington State Bank proudly serves the Littlefield area and always supports the Wildcats. Visit any of our 14 locations or on the web at wellingtonsb.bank. Wellington State Bank of Littlefield, your partners in progress, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Welcome back in to Littlefield Wildcats baseball here on the Littlefield Sports Network. I'm Cody West, along with Gabe Montalvo, as we move to the top of the 7th inning. Littlefield looking for some insurance runs as Adam McDonald comes to the plate. First pitch is low. Wildcats lead the game 14-5 here in the top of the 7th. Slaton scored all their runs in the first 2 innings. Swing and a miss, strike 1 on that one.
It's like I said, it was a slow-paced game, slow start for Littlefield, and then the Slaton coaches just decided to be chirpy, and he gave Littlefield a reason to play.
I believe that. I think that when the Slaton coach started drawing attention to himself, it fired up our kids.
It definitely did, Coach Hartley included. Like Coach Hartley, he was fired up over there.
Yeah. And since then, we've been on a tear. 14-5 our score. Wildcats 2-1. McDonald, he's going to hit this one high out into left field. Left fielder can't get to it, and it's going to drop in for a base hit single.
He just let it drop. That's body language right there, the body language I was talking about. I mean, to me, that looked like it should have been caught, but the left fielder wasn't feeling it.
Now it's Jeremy Floyd out there who started the game at pitcher. So here comes Braden Redmond. Redmond now comes to the plate for the Wildcats. And out of everything he's done today, he hasn't gotten a hit yet.
And he hasn't struck out either.
He's put it in play, with the exception of his last at-bat when he walked. He stole home.
He did.
1 ball, no strikes, 1-0.
Catcher was throwing it back to the pitcher real soft, and he took advantage of it. That's one thing Major was real good at.
1-0 pitch. Holds up on a strike, and it'll be 1-1.
He wanted it. He wanted it.
1 ball, 1 strike to the batter, Redmond. Adam McDonald is at first. Here's the 1-1 pitch to Redmond. Low, runner will go. And Adam will steal second base uncontested. The pitch was in the dirt. Catcher didn't make a throw.
He lost it for a little bit. It's the bad thing about playing that in dirt. Like if the ball throws up that dirt, you get blinded and the ball could be right in front of you.
Back of the plate, 2-1 to Braden Redmond. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss at strike 2. So now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. Littlefield has a runner on second base, top of the 7th inning. 14-5 Wildcats. Pitch, high.
God.
Gets past the catcher for ball 3, and that allows McDonald to go to third on the wild pitch. That was coming right at you.
I do not want to be right here ever
Well,
again.
and the thing is, the net is loose.
It's not. If it was tight, I wouldn't move, but I felt the wind come off that ball.
Full count to Braden Redmond. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul ball, straight down.
That thing would have smacked me right in the nose.
Like we mentioned earlier, there's not much room between home plate and the backstop, so when it's coming.
No,
it's coming.
It did. I felt it. Like
doesn't have time to slow down.
Mm-mm.
Full count. Here's the payoff. Redmond's going to foul this one out of play. Stays alive at 3-2. Chip Green is in the on-deck circle.
No outs.
Riley Martinez, the pitcher, started the game at shortstop, now pitching in relief of the starter, Jeremy Floyd, for the Tigers. Here's the 3-2. And that'll be a ground ball to third. Third baseman comes home with it.
He didn't tag him. He's safe.
He should be safe. He didn't tag him.
He's safe.
I don't understand. They're going to say he's safe. The catcher was confused.
That was no forced run.
All he had to do was tag McDonald, and he lets him slide in. And I'm thinking, well, maybe he thought it was a force, but he didn't step on the plate either.
I think he stepped on the plate.
Well, he wanted the third baseman to go back and tag up at the bag, but Adam McDonald scores
What's the argument?
on a fielder's choice.
I don't know if he thought it was a pop flyer and he didn't tag up or something. But he was out by a mile. That throw beat him there. But he treated it like it was a force and didn't tag him.
Yeah. So I'll score that as a fielder's choice. That makes it 15-5 Littlefield. Green takes the first pitch for strike 1. Braden Redmond safe at first. Still no outs here. Runner on first. 0-1 at the plate. Next pitch to Green. Popped up in the infield. Foul territory. Catch is made by the pitcher. And that will be out number 1 on the pop-up in foul territory. And Redmond will tag up. Brings Gabe Mata to the plate. One away with a runner on first. We've been playing for 2 hours and 10 minutes.
Been long.
It has been a long one.
It was long. It took forever at the beginning. Played an hour and 2 innings.
Yeah, first 2 innings took an hour. Here's a pitch. It's going to come in and hit him.
He's going to rub it. He's going to rub it.
And Gabe Mata will go to first base, hit by a pitch, and that will send Braden Redmond to second.
You know, they always say don't rub it. But to me, it's like when you rub it, it feels 1,000 times better.
Yeah, you got to rub it.
I know that hurt.
So Ian Mendez comes to the plate now for the Wildcats. Top of the 7th inning, Littlefield on top, 15-5.
Redmond on second and Mata at first.
Here's a pitch to Ian. Gets past the catcher. Runners will advance. Redmond goes to third. And Mata goes to second. And it's going to be now 2 runners in scoring position. Back at the plate, 1-0 to Ian Mendez.
They're not playing really in shift anymore.
Yeah.
Ooh,
that pitch misses inside. Mendez gets out of the way for ball 2. I would have loaded him up.
Shoot. That came in fast.
It was coming pretty hard.
Yeah. Shoot.
2 balls, no strikes. Out of the stretch, here's the pitch. And he's going to ground this one out to shortstop. Fielded. Throw to first is in time, but Redmond will score. And that's out number 2. It's now 16-5.
He gets an RBI.
Meanwhile, Gabe Mata goes to third. So with 2 outs and a runner on third, Jacob Kirkland comes to the plate now. Kirkland steps into the box, and he's 4 for 4 today with a double and 3 singles.
Yeah, he's on it today.
Jacob Kirkland has been a force.
He's got that trailer on, but he's still on it.
First pitch comes in for a called strike 1. 0-1 to the batter, Jacob Kirkland. 16-5, Littlefield. 0-1. Inside, gets past the catcher. We're going to get Mata caught between third and home. And he will be tagged out at third base for out number 3.
Well,
and that retires the side, but Littlefield gets one more run across, headed to the bottom of the 7th, on top 16-5, 3 outs and it's over. We'll be back right after this.
The Lamb County Electric Cooperative was established in 1938 for the purpose of making life better for our community, and today they continue to strive for that purpose. LCEC is committed to providing safe, reliable electric service at the lowest practical cost. The Lamb County Electric Co-op is proud of its well-trained, quality workforce that meets the changing needs of its membership. Proudly serving you and all of the communities in our coverage area, the Lamb County Electric Co-op, a touch-tone energy cooperative.
Needing a tow can ruin your day, whether it be a breakdown, flat tire, or even a wreck. If you ever need a tow, Always Towing is here to make it less stressful and more cost-efficient for you. Always Towing is located in Littlefield, Texas, and services the entire area. They provide light and heavy-duty towing, rollback services, winch outs, and wheel lifts for trucks. Their experienced drivers are available 24 hours a day. Call 385-3800. That's 385-3800 for Always Towing. The Holmes family of Always Towing sends all the best to the Littlefield Wildcats in tonight's game.
Welcome back to Slaton, Texas. I'm Cody West along with Gabe Montalvo as we move to the bottom of the 7th. Littlefield on top 16-5. 3 outs and it's over unless Slaton can score 11 runs.
It's possible, but not likely.
9-1-2 batters coming to the plate to face Major McNeese. This will be Grant Schilling coming to the plate now for the Tigers. Schilling steps into the box. He's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. First pitch here, low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0.
So this will be the last inning if the Slaton Tigers can't match it or go over.
That pitch is outside, ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes, 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Foul ball over to the on-deck circle.
The batter on deck almost got decked in the throat with a baseball.
Riley Martinez, good reflexes, that kid.
He almost got. That would have killed him. I don't care who you are. That ball hits you in the throat.
It came right at him. 2-1. Here's the pitch. Another foul ball, and that'll be strike 2.
See, the bad thing about it is, like, oh, my goodness. That dude, he would have been on the floor for at least an hour. I don't care what anyone says.
2-2 pitch. Another foul ball. Count remains 2-2. This is the leadoff batter here in the bottom of the 7th for the Slaton Tigers. Littlefield looking to win their 4th game in a row here in district play. 2-2 pitch. Another foul ball.
Well, good at bat on this kid's part.
He's battling, but he's been late on all of them.
Yeah, he just can't keep up with Major's arm.
2-2. Here's the pitch. Curveball just misses.
Yeah, just missed it. It was a ball.
Ball 3. Full count now. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Schilling steps back into the box. Payoff pitch. Foul tip off the umpire's gear.
Smacked him in the cranium.
Count remains full at 3-2. This will be the 9th pitch of this at-bat. Another foul ball.
Good A. Hey, I'll give it to this kid. It's a good AB.
And even Major smiles out there like, come on, man. 3-2. Payoff pitch. Another foul
ball. See, if this kid played for Littlefield, he'd have a sticker next to the quality AB chart.
Somebody's car took a shot.
It wasn't mine, so it's okay.
And they're going to have to throw some more balls into the umpire because Grant Schilling has fouled them all out of play. They may have to run to Academy before this at-bat's over.
He's running up Major's pitch count.
Yeah, I know. He's 51. Swing and a miss for strike 3. After a long at-bat, Schilling goes down swinging for out number 1.
Number 2.
Even though he struck out, you got to give credit where credit's due, I'm telling you.
We go back to the top of the order now. Riley Martinez comes to the plate for the Tigers. 1 away, nobody on. We have Major McNeese on the mound, Jaden Kirkland behind the plate, Adam McDonald at first, Gabe Mata at second, Ian Mendez at short, Chip Green at third base, and that's going to be a foul tip. Got a little piece of it on a big swing.
He is trying to kill the baseball.
Yep. Gabe Villanueva in left, Braden Redmond in center, Jacob Kirkland in right, and there's a swing and a miss for strike 2.
Yeah, he's trying to. I think he knows they lost already, so he's just trying to murder the baseball. Watch.
Here's the 0-2. And he pops this one up high out into shallow right field. Kirkland gets under it and makes the catch for out number 2.
So 2 outs, bottom of the 7th.
Number 9, Jacob Lopez.
Nobody on base for the Tigers. Littlefield is 1 out away from winning this game 16-5.
Jacob Lopez, the batter for the Slaton Tigers.
First pitch here, high, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes, 1-0. Here's McNeese.
Spot.
Little high.
Little outside thumb, said little outside.
2-1, 2-0 rather, 2-0. That one's fouled to the backstop. Strike one on the foul. Yeah, this is about as close as we get to the home plate, right?
I don't want to be this close ever again.
Pop up in the infield, coming down near first base. McDonald gets under it, makes the catch for out number 3, and that will retire the side and end the game as the Littlefield Wildcats win it by a final score of 16-5. Littlefield scored 3 runs in the second inning, 3 runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, 6 runs in the sixth, and 2 runs in the seventh. We scored 16 runs on 15 hits, committed no errors, and left 4 runners stranded on base. Slaton scored 1 run in the first and 4 runs in the second. That's all they could manage. They scored 5 runs on 4 hits, committed 6 errors in my book, and left 3 runners stranded on base. So the Wildcats improved to 4-1. Let's take a look at the individual stats. Major McNeese goes 1 for 5 at the plate with 2 runs scored. Adam McDonald goes 2 for 4 at the plate with 3 runs scored. Braden Redmond goes 0 for 3, 2 runs scored. He also had 3 runs batted in, did Redmond. Chip Green goes 3 for 5 with a couple of singles, 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. Gabe Mata goes 1 for 3 with a single and 2 runs scored. Ian Mendez 1 for 4 at the plate with a double, 2 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. Jacob Kirkland goes 4 for 4 at the plate tonight. 3 singles and a double, 4 runs batted in and 2 runs scored. Jacob Kirkland had one of his best nights ever.
Batted 1,000
at the plate for the Wildcats. Jaden Kirkland goes 2 for 4 with a single and a double. That double almost got out of here with an RBI tonight. And Gabe Villanueva goes 1 for 3 at the plate with a run scored on a single. So the Wildcats overall 15 hits in the game today against the Slaton Tigers. Outstanding performance for Littlefield. Wildcats have improved their district record to 4 wins and 1 loss. And we'll be back in action versus Dimmitt at home on Saturday. Appreciate it. You did a good job. You ready to do one by yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, we'll hand you the keys here pretty soon.
Not Saturday, though. Not this Saturday.
As the Wildcats will be at home versus Dimmitt. I'll be there for that one on Saturday at 12 noon. Stick around. If you can't make it out to the ballpark, you can watch the game on YouTube or listen at littlefieldsports.com. That's going to do it for us. Make it a great evening, everyone.
This has been a presentation of West 11 Sports Media. Today's Littlefield High School baseball action on the Littlefield Sports Network has been brought to you by the following supporters: the Littlefield ISD Hillcrest Funeral Home, Wellington State Bank, Heffington Farms and Triple T Irrigation, FiberMax by BASF, First Federal Bank, Brown Flying Service, the Lance Insurance Agency, Always Towing, and by Bill Wells Chevrolet GMC. This is West 11 Sports, your home for Littlefield High School sports.